good morning everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sandra if you have not been here. And today we are going to go through the November monthly setup for 2025. I am in my black Anna binder. Now, if you've watched my previous videos, you'll remember me saying that I will not be switching out my binder today. I am filming this video on October 28th. We have a couple more days before Halloween, and I want to stay in my Halloween setups until after the weekend. So on Monday, I will be filming another video where I show you how I switch my binder and my TN, which is right here. So they're matching. This is Sophia in wide, and this is Black Anna in classic from Franklin Covey. This is Planner Perfect, but they're matching right now and they're so cute. So I will be switching them on Monday, and I'll do that video all together. So it's going to be cool because I've never done a Planner Perfect video with a Franklin video before. Until then, all I'm doing today is setting up the November calendar, the goals page where we'll review goals, and then we'll set up the master tasks, and we're going to decorate, of course. So now I've got my monthly task card. I will pull that out. I've got it here. So we're kind of going to go through it the same way, except for, of course, the binder switch. So that's usually what I have first on my list is binder switch, and then we have review goals. So we're going to do the review goals first, just to see what I want to carry forward onto my monthly goals and what I want to leave behind. So there are quite a few tasks this month that I didn't get to. It has been a busy month, even though the kids have not been in school. If you're not from where I'm from, I live in Alberta, Canada, and currently every teacher in Alberta is on strike. Today could potentially be the last day of the strike, and the kids, we were forewarned that tomorrow they could be going back. It's an unhappy arrangement, though, because our government is forcing the teachers to go back to work, and they're not giving them what they want, like what they need, not just what they want, what they need. I don't think it's an unreasonable request for what they're asking, because the teachers here belong to a union, so it protects their rights and their, like their pay and their just everything that they need. So teachers in probably all parts of the world have been getting bigger class sizes because our population is continuously growing, but Canada has a really big system where we let new people into the country all the time, unlike other countries. And so those kids that come into the country need a place to attend school. So our class sizes, I think, like, I'm not even talking about universities here. I'm just talking about especially high school. God, I think there might be 60 kids in a class nowadays. But I know for kindergarten, the end result, they want like 17 students in one class, which is reasonable. That's what it was like when I was a kid. They're just trying to get back to basics, okay? And now there's like 35 in one class. So they need more help. They want more schools. They want more teachers. They just want more teachers' aides. Like, they need help when students have ADHD. They need those resources. And it just boggles my mind that our government is flopping. Like, I'm sorry, they're flopping. They do not know. They're like fish out of water. That's all I can say. Anyway, I'm not in government. I guess I can't say anything, right? But we live in a democracy. Anyway, I'm not a political person, you guys, but I have opinions. Doesn't mean I don't have the opinions. Let's review goals before I get myself into further trouble. So I'm going to flip over to Q4 because that's where we're at right now. The end of October, you guys. So my sister's birthday is in 2 days, and it's Halloween in 3 days. And also the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. So Rouge sale, which is 20% off, starts on the 31st. And then the VIB starts a little bit, I think, don't quote me, it might be November 4th. And you save 15 or 10%. There's 3 different tiers. So anyway, be on the lookout for that. That's starting soon. And then Planner setups, we are starting them today. Photo organize, I haven't done that yet. Physio for knee is going well. I've developed a new system. And you know what? I have felt no pain. I'm still going to go in and get my shot that I was talking about. I need, like, instead of getting a knee replacement right away, I'm still going to need a knee replacement. My arthritis in my knee is apparently on the moderate severe level. And I could actually get a knee replacement right away. I've already been in to see the physiotherapist. I've had 2 referrals, and now I'm going to be talking to a surgeon. And I'm only 43 years old. It's just because I damaged my knee at some point in my life and I didn't realize it. Well, I guess I kind of did. I fell off my bike a couple times when I was 10, and I didn't realize how bad that that I hurt it. But anyway, I can get it's not a hydrocortisone shot. It's a hyaluronic acid shot, and it cushions the joints of the knee and gives you relief up to 2 years. So I think that would help along with the exercises that I'm doing. I'm actually feeling better already, and I've actually been doing squats. So I never thought I'd be able to do squats, but I'm doing ones that don't go down too far. If I bend my knee at a certain level, it's really, really bad. So I've been really upping the game, and I'm like, you know what? What am I doing while I'm flossing my teeth? I'm going to start doing squats. And I don't know if I told you guys this, but I'm anal about my teeth. My teeth look perfect. Like if you've seen my makeup videos, I've got really good looking teeth, but apparently I've got cavities in every single one. Now this is kind of due to my my genetics. It's nothing to do with my bad habits, but except when I was younger. So when I left my parents' house, I guess as soon as you turn 18, back in the day, you had to pay for your own health care. And I didn't have health care. So I got back on my mom's because I was going to school, but I didn't know that. So for a couple of years, I was off of her health care. And then when you hit 25 and you're no longer in school, then you have to pay for it yourself. And then the province did a thing where you don't have to pay for health care. And that was fine. But when I was working at my job, they refused to offer me any benefits, any health benefits. So I was working at a job for 16 years and I got health benefits probably the last 6 of those years. So for the first 10 years, they refused to offer me benefits. Like they would keep me full-time hours, but part-time work. So I would always get like 40 hours a week, like every second week. And then every other week I'd get 39 and a half or like 36. And then somehow they could get away with not offering me benefits. And then later I found out that they actually have to offer you part-time benefits if you want, but they cost more money for the company. And that's why they choose not to offer them. They don't let people know about it, which is, I think, sounds completely illegal. But anyway, I suffered for those 10 years and I didn't get to the dentist. And I only went to the dentist instead of like getting checked up, like, oh, here, you need to get a teeth cleaning. I just went for to prevent. I didn't get those preventative measures. I just was reactive. So if I got a cavity or something happened, I had to go and pay the $500 to get my tooth done or whatever. So now we have really good insurance. Everything is covered. So I've been doing all of that stuff. But I had cavities in every tooth. But I am anal about my teeth. And it just sucks because now I've, taken care of my teeth so good. But I wish I could have had the same experience when I was younger. So now I'm all over my kids. And with my teeth, I brush them for like 2 minutes every day, twice. And then I floss. Like after meals, I floss in the morning, floss at night, and like I'm nuts. So every time I'm flossing, and it takes me a long time, like to get in there and like make sure they're clean, right? So every time I'm flossing, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm wasting my time. I'm going to do squats while I'm flossing. So that's what I've been doing. And you know what? It feels really good. Like I'm already starting to feel better. Maybe not see results or anything, but just feel better. So I'm like, if that's a small way that I can make myself feel better, why am I not doing it? So anyway, that's my exercise. Not entirely, besides reading like 10,000 steps a day, but it's also, I'm going to do more. I'm going to get those targeted zoning exercises. I'm going to do more of that. Makes you feel good. Why not? So anyway, So I'm going to put that as new goal. I don't have it on here. And it seems as soon as I write something down, like my water intake, if I don't write it down and I'm not tracking it, I'll drink water. But as soon as I'm trying to track it or write it down, then I'm like, oh, no, I can't do it. So I filled it up here, but it's part of my health. So I have physio for knee. I don't think I have any other health stuff here. Let's see. I'll just put it as a reminder there. Okay, because I'm not tracking this right now, because as soon as, like I said, as soon as I start to track it, it just goes and I stop doing it. So I'm just going to have fun with it. That's what I'm doing. But technically I'm looking at it as physio for knee, even though it's helping me in a lot of other ways. So I'm going to have to come back to this because there's a lot of things that we need to like look at and track. I don't have a lot going on in the calendar though. That's one thing about November. It's a fairly quiet month. I don't have any appointments yet. I'm actually going to call the dentist and see if we can get in. Like, I don't know, it's kind of like that's already tomorrow, so that wouldn't make any sense. My husband is off work tomorrow, but I mean maybe on like the 3rd or the 4th of November. So I'm going to call the dentist and just see if we can get in. Probably not. It's probably not enough time. And I've been doing that, and I wish I just called sooner. I was supposed to make one for like June. So it's just ridiculous. Anyway, so that pretty much is all of it before I go and put you guys on fast mode, because now we have to make new goals, which, I mean, I've already put the goals here, but I'm going to put them on the monthly and then do the calendar and then the previous tasks and then transfer everything over to the master tasks. So all of that and the decoration I do in fast mode, and then you guys can watch and then we'll come back and kind of chat about everything. So also, just so you're aware, the day of filming, this is the 28th, which is a Tuesday, I am posting a reel of my Franklin binder for October. So before I switched it out for my Halloween setup, which is here, you can see, I had posted a reel of my vintage Aurora chestnut binder. So I'm going to post that today. You guys can check that out on Instagram. And then on the 31st, I will have a flip of this binder. So the insides of the binder have kind of stayed the same, I suppose, but I'll still flip through the weeklies and the dailies anyway, just in case you can see the last week. And this will be posted on the 31st. So I will have that. And we'll have all of the other videos following. So you would have already seen the goal video. This is the monthly Franklin setup. Then tomorrow I will have the Planner Perfect setup, which I'm very excited for because I actually have my book in time. So I'm very, very happy for that. So actually the one thing I wanted to show you guys is how I do this. So I have been using weeklies from a set of inserts that no longer exists. These were purchased 2024, and this calendar doesn't work for me anymore. So what I do is I simply glue it. Oh no, I don't even glue it together. I actually get rid of this one because I use the master task lists on the back of my Carrera monthly that is for this year. So I'll get rid of this page. But I like this one because it has the monthly goals laid out with the birthdays and the weekly priorities. So what I've been doing is I take the front of my calendar, which has the index on it, and I've been gluing it to the front of that. So we're going to quickly do that. I just use the Tombow glue tape, which works amazing. Okay, and then what we do is simply fit it so that it lines up to the holes so that we have no overlap. And if you do happen to set it down, it actually pulls up quite easily. Okay, there we go. So that was perfect. So then I can feel free to write out my goals, and then I fill in the calendar, and then I write out the master tasks. But first, I need to get my washi out. So I had ordered these stickers from Etsy, and I can't remember the name of the company, but ironically, what I did was I had ordered stickers. Yes, I had ordered stickers in August for November. Okay. I had basically placed a huge order of stickers in August. So this was like August 9th or August 10th already. Okay, you guys. For these stickers that I'm still waiting for, that ended up not coming. So they got lost in transit. So I contacted the seller about when it's already November. It's basically in November right now. I had contacted the seller in October. I think it was either the end of September or the beginning of October. And I said, well, my stickers aren't here. Like, am I supposed to just pay for them and then not receive them? Like, what's happening here? And she's like, oh, well, let me know. She's like, right now with the whole tariff situation, and she's from Canada. Okay, so these stickers, it got lost in transit. So they're actually from Calgary, and I live in Edmonton, which is like a 3-hour time difference. So she said, like, if you don't get them, let me know. Like, wait a little bit longer, and then let me know. So I'm like, but it's since August 9th, and I waited all of August, I waited all of September, and now it's October. I've already waited 2 months, and usually like it should take like 3 days. So she's like, okay, well, wait a little bit longer and then let me know if you don't get them and they'll send them again. So I waited. I think that was 2 weeks ago now that I asked her, maybe a little bit less. I should have received them already. Mind you, Canada Post is going through rotating strikes right now. So they were on complete full strike again. Last year, they were on strike in November. This year, they decided to go in and strike at the end of September or October. But then they changed it so that they're working again, but they're on rotating strike. So they don't come all the time. Each city will take a couple of days off. And so, like, I'm pretty sure ours still working for the city of Edmonton and Calgary, like Alberta, and I haven't seen anything. So I don't know. I think I need to contact her again and find out what's going on. But the stickers that I ordered were perfect for my November setup, but I don't have them. So I can't use those ones. I have to use other things. So that's where my Cocoa Daisy stuff also comes in. I'm just going to quickly show you guys what I have. So I have a few, like I'm probably not going to use many of these because I might use some of these ones. Don't remember what they're called, but they're from London Gifties, and they're just big PET washi type stickers. They're really cool. I've got these. I got them sent from a friend. They're just pumpkins, but some of them like they're washi tape pumpkins, and they're like some of them are black and white. And then I also have these ones. So this one is Simply Gilded, and I love it. It's more black and white, so I usually use it for Halloween. I've actually used quite a bit, you can see. And then this one was from Planner Perfect last year in October, but I also love this for November. But mostly, November, I wanted it to be brown. And so I picked out as many brown washi tapes as I had on hand. 3 of these are from Amazon. No, not this one. 2 of them are from Amazon. These 2 here. They're brown that I can use. And then these ones, these are from Cocoa Daisy. They're almost gone. And then these 2 are Planner Perfect. So they're going to work. They'll work well. So I took as many brown washies as I could. And then I have this one. This is actually Planners Anonymous from a long time ago. I believe it's called Woodland Wonders, if I'm not mistaken. And it's got mushrooms. And that's where I was like, perfect. If I can tie in the mushrooms from Cocoa Daisy into my November setup with this one. The problem with the Cocoa Daisy theme is that there's a lot of green in there. And I don't really want green. I want to stick more to the brown color. I'll just pull out all of the washi here that I have. So yeah, so like green, I don't want those. These are mushrooms. This one's not really, But this one is more mushrooms, so I'll be using that one a little bit more. This one has mushrooms, but it's got more of that greenery in there. And I kind of want to stay away from that. So this one would be probably more my friend. And I also have stickers. There's also a brown Tombow twin tone that I was thinking, well, I'm probably not going to use it in my spread, but maybe in my TN. I've also got sticky notes. They're kind of cute. These ones would make a good sticky note in my Franklin, so maybe I'll keep those. I've also got pockets, but I usually put the big one in my TN for tomorrow, and then this one, I don't really know what to do with it. But then all of my stickers here, so sometimes like I do like to use these ones for the monthly, but I probably won't use them because again, they're not brown, they're green. And I don't want tons of green in my planner. So then I was like, okay, well, what should I use to do the date covers? So I usually use those for my Planner Perfect. I've got lots of like little mushrooms, but I just want to stick to more of the brown things. Like this, I don't even want in there. I could read date, but again, there's a lot of green there. Like this one here is nice. I don't think I actually got the deluxe journaling kit with this kit though. I just got the journaling kit. So there's only one. I think there's only 4 weeks in November though. So if I had 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's one left over. Got the brown dates. I have 2 monthly calendars in my Planner Perfect that I need to decorate. So I need to have at least 2 for that. So there's one, but again, that's green. But that'll probably be some of the stickers I'll use on the monthly. So I'll keep that out. Not on the monthly. There's another brown one. So between these two, I could use for my Planner Perfect. But yeah, I want to stick to the brown colors. And I don't need to decorate tons. I think this one has mostly brown. There's a little green in there, but not too bad. I think I got the memory stickers. Memory keeping stickers, or was that for December? No, I don't know. Yeah, I just got the journaling kit. I didn't get the deluxe journaling kit this time. But grateful and stuffed. See, we don't have Thanksgiving in November. We've already done our Thanksgiving. I like this one though. Fall Adventures are my favorite. Fall Adventures are my favorite. It's another sticker. I'll probably add a couple of those in there. Sporadically social. Anything that's brown. But I will take this sheet too. Anything that has like the planner sticker kit, I like using those boxes. Okay. So now that I've got those sorted out, all right, let's get planning, you guys. I'm going to organize here and then we're going to get planning.
You told me that it wasn't right. I knew it first that time. And even if I was blind, and all those possibilities really knocked me off my feet, surrounding all my dreams. And all I know that was left now, the sun and the stars, now leaving me in the dark, leading me through it all. 'Cause you are the fire left in me, you lifted me higher, my heartbeat, taking the fight out in me. You make me strong, I'll carry on with the fires left in me. You lifted me higher, my heartbeat, taking the fight out in me. You're taking me higher, 'cause you are the fire that's left in me. I'll carry on with the fire that's left in me. You lifted me higher in my heartbeat. Taking the fire out of me. You're taking me higher, 'cause you are the fire that's left in me. That's left in me. Left in me. When all those dreams got caught up right in the middle, when love was real, like we were in the beginning, when all those dreams told me that I got it right. You're taking me higher, 'cause you are the fire that's left in me.
Okay, guys, I think we're all done. So let's just review what we have done so far. So I think I'm happy with the way I've decorated. I was missing something. You could see that I was spending a lot of time on like the one, like here, I felt like there was something missing. I needed some washi tape on the top, so I just trimmed it off. But now it looks a bit more complete and not so empty. And then this page, I'm really happy with that as well. So yeah, you know what? I think we're good with this. And then when we move into the November binder, it's just going to complete the look. So I've written all of my goals here. One of the biggest goal things, I have to make a choice, is my December content. So when I get there, I need to decide, am I going to be doing Vlogmas or plan, like, so there's two. I usually do Planmas, which is showing how I plan every single day for the entire month. Usually not for the entire month. I usually stop like by Christmas, I think, just to give myself a break. And then I've pre-filmed, like I will have pre-filmed tons of videos and a whole bunch of content so that I can give myself a few days off after Christmas. I will probably be going to Red Deer around Boxing Day. So, like we usually do that every year. We never did it last year because my father-in-law was in Hawaii. But yeah, this year I think he's staying home. So that's probably what we would do, I'm thinking. I need to decide on Planmas, and then I also need to decide whether I'm doing like Vlogmas. And the thing is, I'm kind of leaning toward yes, but I did speak on, I don't know, having this feeling of peace of not having to do anything back in when I was filming my goals for November. So you guys will see that shortly. You'll see that. I think I've got it posted for Wednesday, tomorrow. That I kind of want to just sit back and do nothing. Like, I don't want to have to film all these videos. I just want to spend time with my family. I want to watch some movies. But like, if I was super productive and got my work done in time, I could still make time for that. I do, like, you know how, social media can be a distraction. Sometimes, like there are some times where I'll play like my games on my phone, just simply for the relaxation of it. Or there'll be times when I get caught up in those Facebook shorts or videos, whatever you want to call them, as does everybody. But I don't spend hours doing it. Like, I might realize what I'm doing, like, 5-10 minutes in, and I'll be like, okay, I'm wasting time. I got to get going. Let's get to it. So if I can stay on focus, I could probably still do those videos. It's just a lot of editing, especially like the daily videos. And then I have to switch my planning system around. So usually what I do the night before, like currently, like when I'm not filming, I always plan my days out the day before. So like this was all written out last night before bed. And I like doing that because then I have like some time to think about what I have to do. So I'm thinking, okay, this is all the stuff I have to do. And then when I wake up, I can review it and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And then I add it. If I start doing it the morning of, sometimes I forget all of the things I have to do, but I usually check my goal planner. I check, because that's kind of how I keep track of my goals. I look at my goal planner and I'm like, yeah, I need to do this today. And so I put it on my dailies. One of the ways I keep myself successful and like on track is by actually looking at my goals every day. I'm going to do a poll and just see what you guys want to see. The other thing is, like, I know the Planmas in the past few years has been more popular than Vlogmas, but Vlogmas is kind of fun because then I can show you guys how I dress up, sometimes how I do like bits and pieces of my makeup. I'm not the best at doing Vlogmas, but it is kind of fun because you just have to pick up the camera more often. The only thing I foresee running into trouble with is my phone. So as you guys know, like my work phone is toast. I can use it for filming, but I can't, like it doesn't pick up any sound anymore. And mind you, like that's an iPhone 11 Pro, iPhone 10 or iPhone 11. No, iPhone 11 Pro. It's not a Max, it's just a Pro. But my current phone is an iPhone 13 Pro Max. And so I've been running out of room really easily and really quickly. So if I'm keeping footage, like if I say, for example, I upload clips throughout the day for Vlogmas, I would have to ensure that I upload them to my computer at the end of every day and then edit that little clip for the day and then add it to my iMovie and then delete it immediately off my phone. Like I would have to be so on top of that because my phone doesn't hold that much content anymore. Like I don't know. For some reason, like I've been deleting all my photos and like it just doesn't have lots of room. So that's the only thing I could foresee being an issue. So if I could be on top of that, I do like having the Vlogmas for memories for my kids because I think it's all about memories, and uploading it to YouTube is one way that it like will stay there. That's the biggest thing on here. Lots of other things, like I've got to think about my physio appointment. I also have to get my lab work done, so that's another one that I didn't even have room on here for. But maybe let's put it just up here. So there are lots of things to do. So I'm glad that I don't actually have tons of appointments or anything. So I've got a few goals on here to kind of double back on. So another one here is lettering doodle challenge. I did add that on here. I'm just going to show you guys my bullet journal. So I ended up updating it yesterday. I did so well yesterday. So this is my October calendar. I shared this in my last plan with me, but that's my calendar. It's crazy. And then this page, I realized that this was redundant and I don't want either of these in here. I'm not even checking into this anymore. I do like this page, Glimmers and Successes. This is my challenge from Cindy Guntart-Baldo. So I continued drawing, but I need to outline the drawings in here that I made, the last few. And then this is my lettering page. I changed it for November, so I'll show you guys because I ended up doing my November setup as well yesterday. So this is the rest of last week. So cute. I love it. Okay, and then this is this week. So I'm going to be planning out my day here. I just haven't touched it yet, but I just did this yesterday. So I kind of made these boxes and I think it's so cute. Like I'm kind of obsessed right now. And I'm having fun with these. Like I'm just doing it for fun, right? Like here's like a little witch hat. Okay, and then this is November. So I kind of stuck with the mushroom theme, but instead of using washi tape, I just drew my own mushrooms. And these were like really quick doodles. And then I gave myself like a Monday calendar start. And I kind of also, like I used a marker and then I outlined it in black. And I like that kind of like loose outline cut like look. And then this is the next page following the month. So I've got these on here, which I really like how I've done that. Then the glimmers for the month, which is kind of like daily success or whatever. Then I've got my rando doodle page. And then I jump into my weekly. But this weekly, I did add the washi. I put week of November 3rd to the 9th. And then I'm just going to like use the actual bullet journal method. So like arrow, like it's going to be a dot for a task and then like a dash for a note if I have any notes. And then like I'll cross it out if it's no longer applicable. I'll put like a little like arrow thing if I need to move it forward to the next day. So I really like this. And then I have a section for notes or for next week. And then this is the lettering challenge. So each day then I gave myself an area, a specific area to write the lettering challenge. So unlike this, it's like all over the page, just wherever I wanted it. I really like this, by the way. It's kind of cool. But I'm going to do it like this for a change. So for example, like I'd have to write it small sometimes because like this first one is called pumpkin spice latte. So I'd have to fit that. Well, that's actually the first. So I would put it, I never made a spot for it. For the first and the second. So either I could squish it in here somewhere, maybe on top. But anyway, I'll figure it out. But yeah. And then right after this page, I would have the next week. And I think to make it easier on myself, I'll just stick with the layout for the month. And then like for December, I might do like a cutout, like a Dutch door spread, because December is always crazy. So yeah, I really like how this is turning out so far. And it's kind of helping me with my creative like itch, right? Like I want to draw a little bit and it's helping. I think I feel good with that. It's helping in the fact that I can, I don't know, draw and letter and get that practice in. So that is my goal page. And then this is the calendar, which I think I showed you. I like the stickers. I realize it kind of looks a lot like my October one, but this is a bit more golden. And then this one's a bit more muted brown, especially like the brown highlighter. And then my November tasks. I'll probably have more, but I have room here to add more stuff. I like this girl. This is a London Gifty sticker. I like this. But yeah, I feel, and I love this washi. This is from Planners Anonymous. I feel like everything will just kind of come together more when I put it in my binder for November, as well as like I'll have all of the new dashboards I'll be using. So I think everything will just come together a bit better. And then we'll have the new dailies in there as well. And we'll put all of these ones away. So I'm excited for that video on Monday. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not going to do a flip through of this. I will have a flip through of my, like I said, my Halloween setup on Instagram by the 31st. And so that'll be on there. And then we'll do a flip through like when I get switching into my new binder for November. We'll do a full flip through then. So thank you guys for your time. And I really appreciate you sticking around to watch my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you join my channel. And click on the bell button to be notified when I upload new content. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Be sure to check out tomorrow's video with Planner Perfect for the monthly setup and the goals. So we'll see you then. Bye.